Hello, dear participants. I want to introduce my paper with theme the impact of interest rates on reducing of the unemployment rate in Kosovo. Summary: the main purpose of this paper is to address and research interest rates and how they affect employment or job creation. Hence, what are the favorable interest rates for job creation, considering that in Kosovo the banking operation is that of commercial banks, whether local or foreign? What is the unemployment rate in Kosovo compared to the countries of the region and European Union countries? Its basic objective includes the impact of interest rate on business development in Kosovo, as well as the impact of interest rate on the social and economic development in Kosovo. Are credit policies in Kosovo favorable for development of local and foreign businesses operating in the country? Interest rates should be reduced by 2 to 3% on an annual basis. Increase the repayment period of long-term loans for capital investment. Allow the waiting period, grace period at the beginning of the investment and have variable payment based on business income. Reduce bureaucracies by taking loans. Reduce the demand for collateral from banks when taking loans. Reduce the business tax rate. Stimulate the payment of the interest rate to 50% and open a development bank. Keywords: credit policy, reforms, interest rates, unemployment rate, GDP. Introduction. The purpose of this paper is to assess how credit policies affect the development of businesses in Kosovo from the post-war period to the present day, given that Kosovo has a high unemployment rate and young population not well qualified. How do interest rates and credit policies affect the growth of businesses as well as the creation of new jobs and at the same time the growth of the local economy? Challenges faced by entrepreneurs when applying for loans, short loan terms and their high rates. Literature overview. These rates are high in terms of regional and international comparisons. It means that the capital in Kosovo has the highest price to all these developments in the regional market. A barrier in the category of economic barriers is high interest rates. Mainly micro enterprises and small ones are not excluding large enterprises, for which high interest rates also remain a disincentive. The source of funding is an important factor in the development of enterprises in Kosovo that would consequently affect the economic growth of the country. However, the possibility of financing is not a facilitating factor in establishing new businesses or in building the capacity of current businesses in Kosovo. Materials and methods. The main data used in the compilation of this paper are based on scientific and professional literature from the field of economics. The paper is based on research conducted by local and international institutes, where interest rates have an important role in raising revenues at the national level. Based on the level of interest rates, economic development is also stimulated. These methods used for research are analytical, statistical, comparative, descriptive, and historical. Definition of interest rates. An interest rate is defined as the percentage of a borrowed amount that a lender charges as interest to the borrower, normally expressed as an annual percentage. the rate that a bank or other lender charges it to borrow its money, or the rate that a bank pays its savers to keep money in an account. Nominal interest rate is the percentage applied to the principal amount and is the amount of interest paid by the client per month or year. The effective interest rate includes all fees and costs paid to secure a loan, credit, insurance costs, the cost of processing the application, credit, etc. The average effective interest rate on loans. In 2014, for the first time, the interest rate on loans reached the single digits. Within 5 years, the effective interest rate on loans has decreased by 45.7%. The interest rate on loans has decreased continuously over the years, reaching the lowest value in 2016 at 7.22%. Kosovo interest rates compare with regional countries. The present chart shows the state with the lowest interest rate in Bosnia and Herzegovina and Macedonia with 5.2% to 6.6% interest rate, while Kosovo has an interest rate on loans of 7.2%, while higher interest rate have Montenegro with 8% and Albania reached the level of the highest interest rate to 10%. The loan interest role in reducing the level of unemployment in Kosovo. The unemployment in post-war Kosovo in 2001 reached 57.1%. Kosovo reached the lowest unemployment rate in 2013, when it reached the rate of 30%. In 2014, it reached the level of 35.3%, while in 2015 it reached the unemployment rate of 32.9%. The unemployment rate in Kosovo compared with regional countries. The table shows that Kosovo and Bosnia and Herzegovina have the highest unemployment rates in the region. Bosnia and Herzegovina have reduced their unemployment rate more than Kosovo. Kosovo remains a leader in the region with the highest unemployment rates in period of 2005 till 2014. Turkey and Albania have the lowest unemployment rate, although during the period 2005 till 2014 both countries have had an increase in the unemployment rate. Albania has had the largest increase in the unemployment rate. Conclusion and discussion. The interest rate difference from 2010 and 2016 shows that there is a decrease in interest rates, but they are still high. During the period 2001-2015, Kosovo has reduced the unemployment rate to 42.38 by estimates that in 2001 it was 57.1, while in 2015 it reached 32.9. Respectively, annual average rate of unemployment reduction has affected the value of 2.57%. The establishment of development bank would be an ideal of providing loans at low interest rates 2 till 3% on an annual basis, an extension of loans for investment loans, and granting of grace period. In some countries, stimulation is applied in payment of loan interest to 50%. The annual average unemployment reduction rate has reached a value of 2.57%, while the unemployment reduction rate should reach the level of 4.2% under the gross domestic product rate. The largest decrease on the GDP in 2014 with 1.2%. From 2015 and 2016, we have a leveling of GDP with 4.1. In the year 2017 has a GDP growth of 4.4%. The reduction in the unemployment rate should be around 4% in line with GDP rate scale. Thank you very much for your attention.